Hi everyone, welcome back to Entrepreneur Diaries. It has been a minute since the last one I made. I did want to make one for when I did my first event, but time just did not get time got the best of me, and I just didn't get a chance to actually sit down and talk about my thoughts and my feelings and how I felt. So I don't know exactly what I want to talk about today, but this is just going to be another venting whatever comes to mind, a little check-in where I am end of the year type video. So I think, what was I talking about in the last one? The last one I did, oh, it was just about motivation. Yeah, this one I think I want to talk about the event. And I'm going to make a whole reflection video because I have just been going. And I started watching my old vlogs and just seeing the progress of where I was at the beginning of the year when I first decided to actually go forward and do warm pages, and then to where I am now and the progress of everything. Oh my gosh. It is crazy. And I feel like some days I wake up and I'm just like, okay, so what now? What now? What should I be doing now? Because for before the event that was in November, the beginning of November, during that time, that was kind of like my main focus. And then once we had the event, which it went well, it went so good. Our first event, it was a authors panel event, and so we brought local Black women authors from St. Louis, and we had a panel event, and then people got to shop with all of our tables, go to the authors table, and it was so good to the point where we were running out of time. And we learned so much from that first event. I learned so much about myself because I had to be the moderator, and it was my first speaking engagement in front of people, and I had to take charge of the situation, and I had to take charge, well, not necessarily take charge of the event because it's a group of us, but you know, even the smallest things, just everyone kind of sitting around and waiting for us to start, and I'm like, oh, hey guys, thank y'all so much for coming. We have refreshments in the back, help yourselves to anything, and we're going to get started. Just something like that was making me nervous, and I am so proud of myself, and I really truly think that I am I'm sorry if my voice sounds raspy. I'm getting over whatever that has been going on with me. But I feel like I truly am the definition of, or and a good example of, when they say do it scared, do it uncomfortable, do it when you feel like you're not ready. Just do it, because the sooner you do it, the sooner you can learn from any mistakes, and anything you do is not going to be perfect the first time around. Because leading up to it, and if you watch my vlog, I was saying how I had already told myself that I probably was going to suck. I already told myself this is the first event that you're having, your first speaking and thing. It's not going to go smooth, but at least you're trying. And then once I do these a good couple more times, we're already planning our next event and stuff like that, it's once you do this and you keep doing it, that's how you let me turn my phone off. That is how you get better and you perfect your craft. And even one of the ladies that I work with, she was saying, when it sounds like someone is just speaks so well and they speak so good, and they can pitch their business and they're not stuttering and it comes out really good, 9 times out of 10 they probably practice a lot. And once you say it over and over and over again, and you figure out, even afterwards, when we were having our dinner after the event, we were kind of discussing different stuff about the event and how we felt. We both were saying this is a time for you to go over your business pitch and making sure that it makes sense when you say it. And even after that event, that following week I had a networking event. I was on a high, literally. I was on such a high because I had this event went really well. I spoke in front of like 25, almost 30 people, and I get off from that event. That goes well. Everyone loves it. The authors loved it. I feel like it was such good conversations. And then I had a networking event where I got my headshots taken. And going to that event by myself, I had to talk about my business and who I am. And I feel like I'm somebody who is very open about my journey because I'm just as honest as I can be. Like, and I am honest about like how and where I've come from and like the struggles that I've been through and how before Warm Pages I was trying to grow a clothing brand and it wasn't working, and I had decided, like, put your pride aside and just pivot. Like, it's okay that you try something and it's not working and it's just not time for you to do that, and that is literally how Warm Pages came about. So it's like I'm somebody who's very, very open, especially, and I love talking about business and growth and just bettering yourself because literally that's how I felt this year. Like, I knew I wanted 25 to be different, and I knew that like I enjoy business, I enjoy like entrepreneurship, and I enjoy growing something, and like I enjoy like posting online and stuff like that. So I knew that I wanted 25 to look different, and it has looked different. It has looked so, so different. And, so many opportunities have come out of this, and it just amazes me every day. And some days it doesn't even feel real. Like, I've grown our Instagram following. And yes, numbers don't really mean anything, but it just feels good to know, like, because nowadays it takes a lot for somebody to want to follow you, like to have someone genuinely like hit the follow button and interact with your post, like your post, and share your post. That feels good. I'm not going to say it does not feel good. It feels good, but I try not to wrap myself up into that mindset of it, because then that's how you get trapped in numbers, and then you get down low if a video doesn't perform well or people don't interact with it. So it's like, but it does feel good. Like, I'm not going to say it doesn't. And so I'm just super, super, one, proud of myself. And if you're watching this video, like, I guess when I make these entrepreneur diaries, I, for one, am just venting and talking about where I am. But I also want this could kind of be like a staple of motivation, because if I can do it, I promise that you can do it. Because I'm somebody who grew up very shy, very into myself, very into my head. I mean, I still am. A major bookworm, and like I literally would cry just to have to speak in front of a class. Like, so many embarrassing moments that I think about my childhood growing up and going to school and having to present and crying and embarrassing myself. And so to see where I am now at about to be 26, like, I'm so proud of my growth. And if I can do it, literally you can do it too. Like, I promise you can do it too. And it's gonna feel scary. But one of the things that I've genuinely had to accept is that I'm always gonna feel like this. So I might as well just make it work. And that's why I love listening to podcasts of other people who are in rooms that I want to be in or at the level that I want to be at, because you will be surprised and you'll be like, oh my gosh, they'll say like, yeah, I suffer with anxiety or social anxiety and I do struggle. But in that moment, it's like, I can't let that beat where I want to be. Like, I can't let my mental stop me for where I want to be, and I let it stop me for so long, and I still struggle. Like, I still have moments, like, even when I went to that networking event, like, right before it's like getting out the car, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing? Like, what are you gonna say, and how are you gonna, and it's like, I can't allow myself to overthink things that haven't happened yet. I just have to trust in myself and trust in the fact that I can do it. Ultimately, like, I have to take and be like, you got it, and fake it till you make it. Genuinely, just fake it till you make it. And I feel like when it comes to business, you're growing something, and people go into business for so many different things, and some people do it for the money and all those things. But if you genuinely are going into it because you want to build a brand or build community, or you have a passion and a heart behind it, I feel like that's the best thing you can do. I feel like that's the best thing you can do, because for me, everything I've ever wanted to do has always been community based. Everything has always been, I want to give back and I want to be able to take the success that I gain, and it's not just for me, but it's for everybody. So, yeah. I just feel like, man, this year has just been so crazy. And the fact that it is December 1st. My birthday is in literally 2 weeks from now. 2 or 3 weeks from now, I think. So it's like, and I've gotten to the point where I say this a lot, but the older I've gotten, the more I think of like my birthdays as a new year and reflecting on and letting go whatever happened in that year of that age, and just starting new. And that's how I felt like when I turned 25. I said, okay, 24, that was 24. Everything that happened in 24, I gave my best bet, and we're going to move on to 25. And 25 has literally changed everything for me. And so going into the new year and all these events that are coming up and the things that I'm planning for, and I'm still struggling now, but I'm still believing in the mission and the goal, and I'm still putting my best foot forward, and I'm still trying to make the best of everything, and I'm being as transparent as I can about the struggles of being an entrepreneur and growing something, and the ups and the downs, and like the good days and the bad days, and the days where you question, like, because in business, all things is the ebbs and flows. Like, you're going to have good months, you're going to have bad months. You have to prepare for the bad months. So when you have the good months, it's like, okay, and it's like, I'm trying and trying and trying. I know, like, when I finally find a thing that clicks, it's going to work. So, yeah. If there's anything like that I want you to take away from this video, is that, like, you can literally do it. Trust, you can do it, because I feel like once you try and you pivot, and maybe the thing that you're trying to do, it may not be working out for you right now, but there's always room for you to grow, and you can rebrand how many times that you want to. I gotta stop. I need to turn my phone over so I don't get distracted from my phone. It's just so hard. Mind y'all, Shopify was down earlier today, and it's Cyber Monday, and Shopify was down. I was hoping that when we came back, we had made some sales, but we didn't make any sales. I did have a good little Black Friday weekend. I had made 3 sales over the weekend, or honestly over like Thanksgiving, a little 4-day weekend break, and that felt good. I had signed up for TikTok Shop, and I just kind of let it do its thing, and I got a sale from it, and then I had somebody purchase through our shop profile, and then someone actually purchased on our website. So that was cool, like getting orders from different, like, what's what I'm looking for, like different areas of like social media and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to actually go through and take out bits and pieces and do a end of the year reflection video. And it's December, so it's Vlogmas, and I'm thinking about doing Vlogmas as well. I don't know yet. And it's more so like, I think I just want to like post consistently throughout the whole month of December, and I have so many like exciting things, like my birthday prep. I always do a birthday prep video. That's like the easiest thing. I love doing those. So yeah, y'all. I just think like growing something, it takes a lot. It really does. And that's really it. If you're rocking with this video, I'm rocking with you. This has been another episode of Entrepreneur Diaries. I really don't have anything else to say, just because that's kind of what I wanted to get off my chest. I think I had made a notes app. Let's see what I put in my notes. Because whenever I have like an idea of kind of what I want to talk about, I write it in my notes. I sound so stuffy. I'm looking forward to what the new year has to give, because this year has just been so transforming for me. And it's like, no one really knows, like, for a long time, and I said this in a vlog, and I was watching it back, and I was like, for a long time, when you try and try and try, and it feels like nothing is working, and you feel like and I even said this at the I said this at the networking headshot social event I went to, and I was saying, like, you really, when you have a vision and you have a dream and nobody can see it, it's really just you and God. And it's you and him building it together, because no one roots for you and clap for you until they see the success and the finished product and they see something out of it. Because for a long time, even when I was in a relationship, my family, like people close to me, it's like, okay, girl, like I hear what you're saying. I see what you're doing. I see the potential in it, but nothing is working. I think I said before, I had got the clothing brand Instagram to like 200 followers or something. And it's like I was making the content and I was doing a lot of things, but nothing was sticking and nothing was working. And it's like eventually people are like, like I don't really see nothing from it. And so, but I knew deep inside, like, this is what I wanted to do. And I knew, like, I love the idea of like owning a business and operating a business, but that just wasn't the idea for me. So when I decided to put that on the back burner and I decided, let me lean into this bookstore idea. And I remember even looking up, like, what does it mean to like even open an indie bookstore? Like, how do you do that? How do you get books? I remember looking all of those things up, and I just never really went forward towards it. And I thought, yeah, I'll put it on the back burner one day. But I brought that forward. And when I brought that forward, this is what came of it. And now I'm getting oh wow, this is so inspiring, and congratulations, and you're doing so good, and I see it and I understand it now. But it's like, you only understand it because I'm having motion, So it's like you truly, truly, truly have to believe in yourself and believe that you can do it, because you can. And I know it's hard, and entrepreneurship can feel lonely, and it could feel like you're slightly crazy and you are delusional, because you have to make someone believe in your story, your brand, your product, and you have to make them believe enough to spend their hard-earned money, to follow your journey, to keep up with you, to post your product, to share your product, to share your service or whatever, to believe in you, and to want to support you. And now more than ever, you really are fighting tooth and nail to get someone's attention online, and holding someone there, and gaining a new follower, a new supporter, a new customer. So it's like, yeah, I'm genuinely so proud of myself. And here's your reminder that it's not going to be easy. And, most businesses don't succeed after 1 or 2 years, or in that first 1 to 2 years, you're not really making money, but you're trying. And that's why it's important to keep your job if you can, or find other the streams of income. But in those first couple of years of having a business, that is like the toughest. And even, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here because this is 20 minutes. But even when you get to that point, once you get to that point of getting past the startup phase, and you have the success and you have the business and you have all that going on, it literally never stops, because now you have to maintain that. You have to do better. Now there's more on the line once you involve buildings and rent and paying for employees and doing this and doing that. Like, I think about sometimes, like, I appreciate where I am now, because one day it is going to be greater, and the risk is going to be higher, and the fall down is going to be harder. Like, you go up, 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 and it's like the look down is going to be like, oh my gosh, like, so it's like, if you look at it, it's like a little one, like a little, and then it's like, yeah, you look down, the ground is farther down than it is when you was down here than when you were up there. So it's like, even when you get the success, even when you get the viral post, even when you get the sold out, even when you get all those things, you're constantly, constantly, constantly striving for the next thing. And that's why you have to appreciate where you are now, appreciate the little 1-2 sales that you get, appreciate the likes and the comments and the support now, And it's like I always tell myself, if I can't talk to the 2,000 people that we have on our social media platforms, I can't talk to if we had 100,000. You know, if I can't talk to the little amount of people I have in front of me now, I can't talk to a room of 500 people. Like, so yeah, that's really what it is. Like, you're constantly in my back itch this whole time. I tried to ignore it, but I couldn't. So yeah, you have to think about that too, because you have to sustain and you have to maintain and you have to continue growing from that point on. Like, it may feel like, oh my God, I just want this, I just want that. And I feel like even with social media, like, it looks so easy and everybody's like, oh my gosh, so out days where you can get trapped in that cycle of watching people post where they like print out all of the shipping labels and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I want to live like that. Like, I want to be printing out shipping labels. Like, cause I be thinking at that like as motivation, but it's like, you don't know what they did to get to that point. You don't know what they had to do that, you know? So it's like, man, it gets deep. It gets deep, y'all. It gets so deep. So yeah, that's all I have to say. That was a good point. I need to big mark that and keep that. But that's the truth. And that's how I think of it sometimes. Like, once you get to that point of success, the bar is always getting raised up higher. And it's like, what are you going to do when you get to that point? So yeah, y'all. This has been another episode of Entrepreneur Diaries. I will catch y'all in the next episode. Sincerely, an entrepreneur.